Welcome to CyberCEO, wherein we talk about how our cyberbackers helped our cyber CEOs take their businesses to the next level. CyberCEO is powered by Cyberbacker, the world's leading provider of admin support services from anywhere in the world to anyone in the world. Please visit our website www.cyberbacker.com for more details. Good day to everyone who's watching, listening on all of our platforms. Of course, my name is 𝗙𝗹𝗹𝗶𝗹. I'm back with another episode of CyberCEO. We are very lucky to have another special guest on the show, another cyber CEO. So Jake, how are you doing today?
I'm great, Joe. How are you today?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you very much for asking and giving us your time for being on the show.
Absolutely.
For everyone's benefit and everyone who's listening at home or watching, can you tell us something about yourself, please?
Yeah, I'm Jake Clendenning. I am a executive transformational coach with MAPS Business Coaching, and I've been strictly with MAPS for the last year. I had my own coaching practice prior to that, and I come out of the real estate world.
In the real estate world. Now, a lot of our listeners who are also business might not know what a MAPS transformational coach is. Can you tell us more about this?
So really what we do, we coach everybody, right? We coach executives, we coach business owners, entrepreneurs, startups, those types of folks. And what we do with that is really we meet them on the front lines of their business. And what we're doing with that, it's all in our mission statement in MAPS. And our mission statement is we create sacred partnerships that require the best in us to bring out the best in you. So what we're doing with that is, like I said, meeting you on the front line of your business, in the trenches, and we're coaching the person, not necessarily the problem, and really digging in and holding them accountable. So it's all walks of business people that are looking to either stabilize their business, grow their business, expand their business, or get back more time is one of the things that we do a lot.
I think that's the most important thing. Correct me if I'm wrong. Getting the time back for yourself, not just for yourself, but for family as well, right?
Yeah.
And I love what you said there, accountability for the business. Now, Jake, let me ask you, you do have your own Cyberbacker, correct?
Yes, I do.
Yes. How long have you been working with one?
So this particular Cyberbacker, we're still in our first 90 days. We're in that 30, 60, 90 process and development of this particular EA, and it's been a great experience.
How is the interaction with your Cyberbacker? Every day, do you do phone calls or texts, emails? Can you tell us more?
Yeah, so right now we text back and forth different things during the day. And we do have like a weekly set call that we'll jump on and just kind of review where we're at, where we're going, some key KPI points. She sends me a lot of email updates as far as, what she's doing and what she needs, and does a great job with that. And I also get a lot of communication from her trainers on the other side and her coach as well. This is what we're doing. This is what we talked about. This is the opportunity. So there's an abundance of communication that allows us to really steer into where we need to be.
Of course. Now, I know you already touched on it a bit, communication, but what makes this type of partnership a successful one? Because it's not the usual type of partnership that we are all used to, right? Or in the leverage. Can you tell us more?
That's true, right? And the virtual part is the reality of what we're not used to, and yet we've been steered into that over the last year due to some other unforeseen things that have cropped up in our world. So we're doing much more of this, right? Where it's an opportunity to reach out more globally and more broad. So that really gave me the confidence to be able to say, yeah, I can do the virtual assistant thing. I don't need to be in the same room with them all the time, because we have tools like Zoom, we have email, we have text message, we have phone. There's a myriad of communications that allow us to have that relationship. And that's really what it is build that relationship with that person and have those clear expectations to make sure we're traveling down the same road.
I love what you said there. Clear expectations. I think that is one of the key factors in this type of relationship. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, 100%.
Course, expectations. Now let me ask, since she has been working with you in your business, how much time has she saved you?
It's hard to quantify that, and yet what I can straight up say is it has bought me 2 days a week within a 5-day week. It really has bought me 2 days a week, and in doing that, it has created a customer service experience for new clients, existing clients, and other coaches that I was not able to provide. Right. I have a very good skill set at being a coach, and I have not the greatest skill set on the administration and the customer service side and the follow-up. And that's where that advantage comes from. I made the understanding that that's not my wheelhouse. That is somebody else's wheelhouse. I gave that to them to do. We set the expectations of what we wanted to do, and they're doing much more. They're able to do that. And it is steered into the type of lifestyle that I want to be running in my business and the type of customer service that my clients expect from me when we're on.
Okay, gotcha. So I know you already shed a little bit of light on it, but for our business owners that are listening right now who are interested in getting their own cyberbacker, what are the things or the tasks that your cyberbacker is currently doing for you in your business?
So task-wise, it felt challenging for me to develop it in the first place. And I think that was just the fear of the unknown. But the reality is there's already processes in place. Once I got on the phone call the first time with, the Cyberbacker organization, they gave me the list. Here's all the stuff they can do. Check off the boxes what you want them to do. Super easy onboarding wise, because it made it really simple. So the things that she is doing is we're doing call reminders, call prep forms. She is transcribing coaching call conversations, sending it back to the clients, sending the follow-up, checking on their homework, rescheduling all of their phone calls, also doing a lot of social media marketing and posting through Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, doing all of those different pieces, and doing them in, very importantly, organized fashion, where I was not before. So we're getting great feedback from the clients and the retention level on the clients. And this is a really important one for me in what she's doing for me. Yes, she's helping to generate new clients, but the retention rate has gone up from about 60% to over 80% on the retention rate, because they're seeing the customer service. Right. They're really feeling like they're getting what they are paying for. And that's a big piece.
Well, that is a huge jump. Imagine that retention rate from 60 to 80% and helping you out to get more coaching clients. Now, I know this is going to be a tough question, but let me ask, have there been, let's say, any challenges or opportunities that you've had working with your own cyberbacker?
Yeah, and that's the right word, right? We're using that a lot anymore because it's opportunities. Every challenge is an opportunity. How do we steer into that? So it's coming from that. How do we grow together? The challenges were my own limited thinking. It wasn't their ability or anything. It was I didn't know what I didn't know. So it was a challenge for me to let some things go and just go, yeah, do it. You're capable. Here's what I want. Here's the broad strokes. Go fight, win. So that was the challenge in the beginning, was for me to let go of some of those things. And it was a control part for me. Had nothing to do with the skill set there of the cyberbacker that we got into a relationship with. Probably one of the only opportunities is in social media content development. That's tough for anybody. I mean, that to be true because you develop that in a podcast every week. What is my content? What's my material? What am I going to do with it? So that's one of our challenges, is how do we continue providing value and great content? And that is just one of the pieces we're working through. And I'd say that right now, that's probably our biggest opportunity.
Of course, something that we can improve on. Again, if you're not growing, then you're dying, right? Of course, you have to keep on growing. Now, one of the things that most of our, let's say, business owners that are listening right now, they don't really aren't buying into the idea yet of having their own cyberbacker or buying into the idea of virtual leverage. What advice would you be able to give them?
That's a great question, Joe. It really is, because if you're considering it and then you're not doing it, you need to self-evaluate of what the reason is, right? Because it's not the skill set of that executive assistant on the other side. That's a limiting belief of what we're allowing ourselves to give up control on. That's where that's coming from. So I would tell you to self-evaluate it and decide what's more important here. Is my clients, whoever that may be, whatever industry you're coming from, is that client satisfaction worth putting that on the line for my own vanity? Right. And that's where I was. That's total transparency. And the reality is I was doing a terrible job of customer service with all of my people comparatively to what we're doing now.
All right. Imagine there's a huge change as well, right? From before and right now having your own Cyberbacker. Now,
Yeah.
since we're already talking about your Cyberbacker, I know she would be listening once this podcast cast is up. Would you want to give her a quick shout out on the show?
Yeah, absolutely. Chris is doing a great job. She really, really is. She's steering into, an unknown, right? She's coming in in a specific set of roles from an administration level, has never been through and understanding what coaching is, right? And she's steering into it brilliantly, really doing a great job, and is constantly asking, what can I do better? What can I do better? What can I do better? Wants to get better, wants to grow, wants to do more. And I've noticed that of the organization as a whole, and yet she's representing it really well.
Of course, we want someone to partner with someone who is very, very growth minded as well and a go-getter just like ourselves, right?
Yep.
Now, Jake, I know you're very busy. We really, really appreciate your time for being on the show.
Absolutely. It's my pleasure.
Perfect. You have a great day. We'll talk to you real soon, okay?
Absolutely. Thanks, sir.
Thank you for listening to our daily dose of Cyber CEO. Stay tuned to know more about how Cyberbacker creates a difference in this digital time and age. You can visit our website www.cyberbacker.com and follow our social media pages on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Spotify.